So have you ever heard a detailer talking about an iron decon or a fallout bath and wondered what the hell is that? Well, I'm going to show you. So a lot of times, especially vehicles that have sat or just are completely unattended to, or maybe even on a big job site a lot, or sitting out in the industrial area, they get super coated with fallout or basically debris from the air, metal, uh, mainly metal is going to be the biggest problem, and you'll see it starts to build up and look like maybe rust, especially on a white vehicle. It's going to look like little rust spots all over the vehicle, and this is fallout coming from, out of the air, particles you don't even know that are getting onto the surface of your vehicle. And a lot of times when you don't have a white vehicle, you don't even know what's going on, but your vehicle is super rough and gritty feeling. It doesn't clean as well, it retains dirt worse, it doesn't have a smooth surface, so it's able to just catch and hang on to that dirt. So you can basically get an iron remover of sorts. You're going to spray it, section your vehicle out. You should wash your vehicle, then do this iron decon, and this is really great to do before you do like a clay bar and a wax service, because it's going to aid in a clay bar, which is intended to remove contaminants from your vehicle that also don't come off within a wash. But this is going to remove things that even a clay bar is not going to remove, essentially. So at least for me, it aids in me doing a clay bar. So I like to do like an iron decon before I do a clay bar, and it actually makes my clay bar process a lot easier. So I don't guess I'll necessarily say a clay bar would not remove what this is removing. This is going to ease what the clay bar is doing for me. But sometimes I'm just going to come out with, a nice fallout removal, an iron removal bath, and I'm going to just spray it on the vehicle, wash it off, and move on to the next phase. For this vehicle, I'm not sure yet, doing it for a dealership, so I'll see once I get into the next phase after I do it. So basically, you're going to squirt this on here, and you're going to watch it. You see the color is definitely, I guess it's a little purple looking in the film, but you'll see when it gets on here, it's going to turn super purple. I'm going to let it sit for a little bit, and then I'm going to wash it off. And it's safe for all surfaces, your plastics, your windows, and you want to coat everything because it's all over. Now you can see it's not coming out purple on the vehicle, but as you watch the video, it's going to change purple, and when it's changing purple, that's when you know that it's activating all the stuff that it's made to activate and loosen up off the paint, and that way when you come back in, you wash it right off. Now you can see it's turning purple. I've hit the rims. It's turning quite purple up in there. And we're going to wash all this off. Now take note. Look at all that on the ground. That's all the contaminants that were all over the hood, the fender, and the wheel that have come off of there without me using any clay bar. So iron decon, pretty good. You can see the difference already in the paint, how much brighter it looks already compared to like, a little bit hard to see under the shop, but fender to the door, you can tell the difference. Now I'm going to move down. We're going to take our iron decon. You can see it's turning purple and it's doing its thing. And we're going to do this around the whole truck. And then we'll decide from that point if we need to do a clay bar, because this iron decon is not going to remove everything that the clay bar is going to remove, essentially. So if your paint's still feeling rough after this, you may need to come in with a clay bar, remove in all the contaminants that don't come out with this iron decon, because this is made for removing metals and stuff. And once you do that, you may come back through with a clay bar and then come back in and put whatever protectant you're going to put over your vehicle. Now I'm putting a lot of this on here. This truck is particularly coated. The other side was horrible. I imagine this side is the same, so I'm treating it as such. I don't notice it reacting as much as I did the other side. But what I wanted to say now is don't pay attention to the plastic bag on the window. A crackhead broke into the vehicle last night and took the last pack of the client's cigarettes. They woke up this morning irate because they had to go to the handy way down the block and get some cigarettes early in the morning. You know how them smokers like to have that early morning smoke, and this particular client's last pack was in the truck and they were assed out. So they were not happy. Don't pay attention to the bag. Anyway, once you got your iron decon on, you let it sit, it's turning purple, it's taking the metal off, you come back through with your pressure washer, you wash it all off, and then you move on to your next phase, which could be a clay bar, or it could be, you know, just putting some type of sealant in, or nothing. Just maybe wash it again and move on with your day. Anyway, you can now know and tell everybody that you know what an iron decon or a fallout bath is. Because now you've seen it. It's basically a metal removal off of your paint. We're going to remove all the metal contaminants off your paint that don't come off with a hand wash, going through the car wash, pressure washing your vehicle. It's something that takes a little bit of extra effort. So this truck is coated. I'm going to be here a while. I'm going to go ahead and do this door again, maybe the front panel, because especially in the door, I can still see a lot, I can still feel a lot. I have a feeling I'm going to have to clay bar this vehicle. Listen, you should not hear that when you're rubbing your vehicle. It should sound like, really, it should sound like you're rubbing the windows. It's very sandy. That's really making my palm soft, and I don't like the feeling. So I'm going to get back to work. I appreciate y'all entertaining my nonsense. I hope that it made some sense, and I hope y'all have a stellar day.